Hello everyone, welcome to Unacademy, and today's topic of discussion is going to be Knoevenagel condensation reaction. And guys, this is another very important name reaction, okay, and it is a sixth name reaction in our 100 name reaction video series. Okay, so we are going to be talking about this very simple and very important reaction. And in the previous one, which was our cross aldol reaction, I told you that all of the reactions which are involving the enolate, the formation of enolate, are very important, okay, and the same goes for Knoevenagel condensation as well, right? So what is this reaction? First of all, let's see. It is condensation reaction between the carbonyl compounds and activated methylene compounds. What are activated methylene compounds? These are some specific molecules which are going to have a very acidic proton, right? So that the removal of that proton does not require a very strong base, okay, and that is why they are going to be catalyzed by amines, because amines are not a very, let's say if we are talking about ammonia, or if we are talking about RNH2 primary amine, okay, or secondary or tertiary amine, they are not very basic as compared to OH minus or the amide ion, okay, and that is why, because we are having an acidic proton. So what are activated methylene compounds? That is what we are going to talk about first. So when this is our methylene group, just like this is our methyl group, this is going to be methylene group, okay, and if it is having electron withdrawing group, let's say I have added two very electron withdrawing groups, these protons are going to become very acidic and they can also be taken up by a amine, right? Because they are already very acidic, they don't require a very strong base, and after the anion has formed, the carboanion is going to be stabilized by resonance in both of these groups. That is why it is called the activated methylene compound, okay, very well. So we are now going to look at this reaction over here, that we are reacting an aldehyde, or let's say a carbonyl compound. This carbonyl compound can be aldehyde, ketone, ester, anything, okay, with an activated methylene compound over here. Now this one has two ester groups. It is going to have two ester groups which are going to stabilize the carbanion formed by resonance. And here we have a, and here we have this base over here, which is the amine base, okay, it's our very simple amine base right over here, and it is going to react like this to give us the product over here. Now this product is very similar to the aldol product. Why? It is the alpha beta unsaturated product. In the aldol reaction we used to have a ketone or the aldehyde. Here we are going to have the ester or whatever electron withdrawing group that we had taken in the beginning, okay, that is what we are going to have over here. Further, if we are treating it with a strong base, or let's say acid, it can undergo decarboxylation, or let's say first of all hydrolysis and then decarboxylation, okay, right? So this is how it is going to be. Now what are we going to talk about is the mechanism of this reaction, okay, it's very simple and easy. First of all, as I told you, that the secondary amine is going to be able to take this methylene proton, okay, and it's going to generate a carbanion like this. Now you already know this, and you can open up the structure of the carbanion. It's going to be two ester groups over here which are present, and the carbanion is going to be stabilized by resonance in both of these groups, okay. So this is what you have now, and then you have the ammonium ion over here. Further, why is it catalyzed by amines? There is one more reason why it is catalyzed by amines, because the secondary amine is now going to attack over the carbonyl, over the aldehyde or the ketone, whatever we are having, and then it is going to form the imine, just like what we do in the manic reaction also, we form the iminium ion. So it's going to attack over here, the bond opens up, it takes up a proton, and the amine loses a proton. This is how it is going to be. Further it is going to replace the oxygen or the hydroxy group, and it is going to form the iminium ion, something like this, okay. Now this iminium ion is going to further react with this enolate which has formed, and that is going to give us the condensation product. So the Knoevenagel condensation reaction is also condensation. It is also a condensation reaction where the byproduct is going to be a simple water molecule. Let's now proceed with it. Here you go. I think that this is clearly visible to you, that here is our iminium ion. Here is our iminium ion, and this is going to be attacked by the formerly formed enolate, okay, by the active methylene compound. And always take care that carbon is going to be attacked. You are not going to attack the nitrogen because it is having a positive charge. You are going to attack the carbon, and the positive charge is going to be neutralized by the opening of the pi bond, okay. And this is what you are going to get, right? There is a single bond between carbon and nitrogen over here. The active methylene group has got attached to this carbon, and what further reaction do you are you expecting? See, we also have a alpha proton over here. This alpha proton is also very acidic because the same thing, it is a methine proton, and it is connected to two electron withdrawing ester group. So one of the amines, okay, which just got free, is going to take up this proton, the alpha proton. This is the alpha proton over here, and the bonds are going to open up like this, so that the amine is going to leave, and further you get a double bond over here. This is what you are going to get. So it is a amine catalyzed reaction, the reaction of active methylene compounds with a carbonyl molecule, okay. And finally, after aqueous workup, okay, finally after aqueous workup, what are you going to get? You are going to get the acids. You are going to get two acids over here, and you know that how is the decarboxylation taking place? If you are further heating it, it's going to undergo RCH, double bond CH, and it is going to undergo decarboxylation, and there would be a negative charge over here, because there is going to be the decarboxylation takes place like this. It's going to take place like this, okay. There is going to be a carbanion on the R plus CO2, okay. So further it is going to take up a hydrogen, and this is your final product after the Knoevenagel reaction, after the aqueous workup, and after the decarbonylation, okay. So this is exactly what we have over here in this slide. This is the exact product that we are getting, right? And this is your answer, okay, right, very well. Alright, so I have already kind of written an extra hydrogen over here, isn't it? Yes, this hydrogen is extra. It's not going to be there. One of the hydrogen is, it's going to get the hydrogen after decarboxylation like this. Yes. So this is the whole reaction of Knoevenagel condensation, but there are potential questions which are left out. So we are going to talk about two potential questions that might be asked. They are very, very important. Okay. So what do we have over here? Here we already have an alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde, isn't it? It is already an alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. So how is the reaction going to take place? It is going to take place just as usual. We are having ethyl ammonium nitrate. What is ethyl ammonium nitrate? Okay, it is going to be something like this. Ethyl ammonium nitrate is going to be something like this. So further you can actually write it like this. It is going to be our ethyl amine. It is our simple ethyl amine that we are having. And what is it going to do? It is first of all going to take up this proton from here, because this is again the active methylene compound. It is again the active methylene compound, and it's going to have this kind of a negative charge over here. And further to the aldehyde, you are going to get this kind of an iminium ion, CH double bond N ET. The iminium ion you are going to get, right? And further the enolate is going to attack over the carbon, and the bond is going to open up from here, and you are going to get an intermediate in this manner. And I hope guys that you have tried the reaction before seeing the answer in the video? You have tried it by yourself as well? Yes, so this is how it is going to be, CO2 and we are having a cyanide. Okay, so this is what you get, another acidic proton which is going to fall off like this, and the product finally is going to be this thing. This is how the product is going to look like. Another double bond. You can write the cyanide above also, you can write the cyanide below also. This is going to be your answer. Okay, right, so this is going to be the answer for this question which was asked. Okay, ethyl ammonium nitrate, it is another amine which is going to catalyze the reaction. Similarly, you can try out one more question. Now this is a very good question, and the amine base that we are having is p-pyridine. It's p-pyridine that we are having as the amine base. So what I'm not going to write the whole mechanism for this question because I have done it twice. So what I'm going to do is I'm directly going to write the product. It's a very big molecule that is given to you, but you have to identify that what is the reaction which is taking place. So you can spot out that these are the two hydrogens which are the active methylene hydrogens, and this is the carbonyl carbon on which the enolate has to attack. So finally I'm just writing the final product because I think that by now you would be able to understand, and if not, then you must try the mechanism once more by yourself. Just write it down. Okay, and the product of this reaction is going to be something like this, right? Okay, so the whole molecule is going to be the same, everything is going to be the same, just that these two centers got attached and there is now a double bond. Okay, so I hope that you are able to realize that this is another shortcut method for drawing the products for the, okay, alright, so there is S, O2 and Me. Okay, I have written this group over here. Right, so this is going to be your answer for this reaction. Okay, p-pyridine is this base which is going to catalyze the reaction in a similar way. First of all, it is going to take up the acidic protons, then it is going to form the iminium ion so that the enolate can attack over it. Okay, and then it is going to be removed to give the alkene product over here. Okay, so this is what you are getting in the Knoevenagel condensation, and we did very good questions in this video, and I hope that you understood something. And if you did, guys, then please give it a big thumbs up, and also please share it with your friends. I would be really thankful to you if you do. So also subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. And guys, in the link and the description of this video itself, or let's say any video, I just post the link to my Telegram group. My Telegram group goes by the name Jagriti S. Alright, and you can join it with the link, or you can search directly on the Telegram app. Okay, and also if you want, you can join me on Unacademy as well. Alright, Unacademy provides a lot of live classes for free as well as for the Plus platform. So if you want, you can join me at least in the free one so that you can take the benefit of the free classes. Thank you so much everyone. I'll see you very soon with another video coming up. Bye.